Mike Bloomberg. I have a feeling you're going to hear me talk a lot more about him in the future because, look, the guy is not going away. Well, I hope he's not going away. He might after this, after I show you these videos that just came out. But look, he's really not going away. They just had a new poll come out. He's third in the national polls. He's climbing in New Hampshire. He's climbing everywhere. You see he's buying ads all over the place. And the guy has made of money. When you have that much money, it matters a lot. People can say, oh, you can't buy elections. That may be true somewhat. But let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it sure don't hurt. You can't win an election without it. The guy has so much money, he's paying people $150 a piece to put positive things about him online. Remember that alternate reality I told you about at the opening of the show? Mike Bloomberg understands there's an alternate reality out there, and he intends to buy one for himself. But look, Mike Bloomberg has a complicated past. When I say complicated, I mean he's a Republican, and then he was an independent, and he was mayor of New York, and now he's a Democrat. He has all these things. He's been across the country politicking for quite a while, buying races for Democrats, wiping out coal towns. He has a lot of history. And when you have a lot of history, a lot of things on your resume, eventually you're going to have things on there that you don't necessarily want to come out when you're running for president. Things like saying white people get stopped too much by the cops.
They just keep saying, oh, it's a disproportionate percentage of a particular ethnic group. That may be, but it's not a disproportionate percentage of those who witnesses and victims describe as committing the murder. In that case, incidentally, I think we disproportionately stop whites too much and minorities too little.
Now, you can agree or disagree with what Mike Bloomberg just said. Believe me, I'm not going to take a poll and find out. I suspect that video and the one I'm about to play you, I suspect more people actually agree with him than would ever admit. You remember my gladiator theory? Oh, you don't? Well, I'm about to tell you again because it's so brilliant that I think, the ancient Roman gladiatorial games where they were killing each other and killing prisoners and fighting animals and ripping each other's guts out. And it was the most violent thing you've ever seen. And they packed the place. And we were to bring back a gladiator event today in the United States of America. One big event in a big football stadium. And they would go around and you would see, how many newscasts would you see about it? How many think pieces would you see about it? How much outrage? How many protests? They can't do this. This is America. And they'd stick a camera and a microphone in everybody's face, and every single person to a man would say they're disgusted by it and they can't believe this is going on and it shouldn't happen. And the pay-per-view numbers would shatter every single record. Every single record. Because we live in a shamed society where, for various reasons, people don't feel comfortable saying what they believe. It's such a cancel culture out there now. You have to worry about stepping out of line. Someone's going to call your employer. I suspect a lot of people heard Mike Bloomberg say those words today and thought, yeah, that's probably true. Not saying they're right, I'm not saying they're wrong, but a lot of people heard him say those words and agreed. The problem for Mike Bloomberg is this. He's not running in a general election. I think in a general election, those words actually wouldn't hurt him at all. He is running in a primary, and the truth of the matter is, in a Democrat primary, you have to win black people, or at least enough of a percentage of the black vote in order to win that Democrat primary. You can complain all day long about breaking people down like that, but it's the truth. It's been Joe Biden's entire strategy of the campaign. He knew he was going to lose in Iowa, at least he thought he did. He knows he's going to get crushed in New Hampshire, that's why he left. He's going to South Carolina, where he's expected to do very well because of the black vote. How does Mike Bloomberg get out of a primary when he's saying things like this about black people?
People say, oh my God, you are arresting kids for marijuana. They're all minorities. Yes, that's true. Why? Because we put all the cops in the minority neighborhoods. Yes, that's true. Why do we do it? Because that's where all the crime is. And the way you get the guns out of the kids' hands is to throw them against the wall and frisk them.
Obviously, as you can imagine, those words that were very difficult to hear, so there were subtitles on there. I'm going to learn how to read soon, too. But that's getting a lot of play today. I don't think it's going to hurt him overall that much. I do worry, like I just said, though, about what it does to him in the primary. Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.